Alright, it is Monday, August 6, 2018, 4:36 p.m. Let's take a look at hurricanes and storms. Three named tropical cyclones from eastern Pacific and a fourth could be on the way. So apparently, there's Hurricane Hector, which is close to Hawaii, Invest 94E, which is between Hector and the other two storms, and Tropical Storm John, and then Tropical Storm Ileana right off the coast of Mexico. Alright, let's take a look at Hector. On this article, Hurricane Hector gains strength as it heads towards Hawaii. A strengthening Hector continued heading to the Central Pacific as a Category 4 storm. Hurricane Hector. Early Monday, the hurricane had maximum sustained winds of about 145 miles an hour, the Central Pacific Hurricane Center in Honolulu reported. It was centered about 930 miles east-southeast of Hilo, Hawaii, and was moving west about 50 miles an hour. Hector posed no immediate threat to land, but forecasters said people in Hawaii should monitor the storm's progress as it was projected to pass just south of the island by midweek. While the official forecast track continues to lie south of the Hawaiian Islands, only a slight deviation to the north of the forecast track could significantly increase potential impacts to the state of Hawaii, according to the center's forecast. Now is a good time for everyone in Hawaii Islands to ensure that they have their hurricane plan in place. I think it was at the beginning of hurricane season, before summer started, that I was saying, everybody, get your hurricane gear ready, get canned foods, get clean water, batteries, all the essential things for your pets and for yourself that you need in case of a hurricane. So it is very important for the people of Hawaii right now to have a hurricane plan in place, especially since they have those volcanoes happening in the area. You never know where those winds are going to be blown around from the volcanoes, toxic waste or whatever. So it's also good to keep that in mind and make sure that you have all the gear you need for hurricane season. That is also a good forewarning for people right now who are in the East Coast and parts of the Gulf Coast in the United States right now. Hurricane season has started a while ago, but it's always good to get prepared because we're about to enter the late August uptick of hurricane season, meaning that the real hurricane stuff is going to happen in about 2 weeks or so. Towards the end of August the middle to the end of August is when real hurricanes head towards the east coast of the United States and the Gulf Coast and the Caribbean islands. So it's best to be prepared and be ready for that. I know that a lot of people in Puerto Rico have been seeing reports and articles that a lot of people have been already getting prepared for the hurricanes, getting enough water, food, shelter, tarps, all the things they need for hurricane season in Puerto Rico right now. This is what we need to be doing in the East Coast and Gulf of the United States and the Virgin Islands, the whole area that knows that hurricanes are coming because it is that time. All right, let's take a look at Ventusky wind and rain. This is Hawaii over here on the left, and here you see Hector. This is a wind speed 10 meters above the ground. And you see the hurricane here getting closer to Hawaii. Also, you see here, let me take a look back at what the named. Forgive me if I make mistakes when it comes to the names of hurricanes. There's so many, and they're new. Alright, Invest 94E, Tropical Storm John, and Tropical Storm Ileana. Alright, so this is what Invest 94E, then this is Tropical Storm John, and I'm guessing Ileana and John are going to be merging because it doesn't really show much. It shows a little bit of uptick here on the right where Ileana would be, but John and Ileana seem to be merging. Alright, let's zoom out a little bit and see what the storms or the weather is across the Caribbean and African coast. Alright, the Atlantic. Alright, it pretty much seems to be normal. The African coast has been doing great with throwing off the African Saharan dust and keeping us away from storms. Although there is that big swirl in the mid-Atlantic through the North Mid-Atlantic, that's pretty much just sitting there and not doing much of anything, but it's good to keep an eye on that also because that could affect um, how the other precipitation deals with other, weather masses dealing with each other. It affects everything. Everything affects everything. All right. Let's see. This is Hector. This is Hurricane Hector. A little tropical tidbits. Little IR loop. And here you see Hurricane Hector. How strong it is. It seems to be weakening a little bit, but it's pretty much well formed, and yeah, good to keep an eye out on that. Let's see. This is what is it called again? 94E, Tropical Storm John and Ileana, the IR loop of them. This is what 94E looks like over here on the left. Here's Tropical Storm John and Ileana looking to be merging on the right side of Tropical Storm John. Hopefully this doesn't turn into a mega hurricane, but it's good to keep an eye out on these storms and know ahead of time what will be coming down the line. As you see also here by Texas, there's a little bit of precipitation. I guess it's from the build-off of what Ileana and John are throwing in the area. The precipitation, will build up. When there's one hurricane in the area, more rain and things will happen because it's affecting the area. So there's some precipitation building off the coast of Texas. I hope it doesn't turn into anything, but it doesn't look like it will be. It looks too small. Alright, that's it for the outlook of the hurricanes. Always good to keep an eye out on those. Please stay safe. Please be prepared for the upcoming mid-August to the end of August hurricane uptick. That's usually when the hurricanes get strong. Alright, be safe and ready. Alright.